In 2020, the whole world was in fear of COVID-19, but I, on the other hand, was enjoying the lockdown. No exams, no school, nothing. It was the time when my gaming journey truly began. It's not like I hadn't played games before, but during the lockdown, I was totally into it. The first ever game I played and fully completed was Call of Duty 1. I loved it. Then I played Call of Duty 2, and I fell in love with the entire franchise. If you're wondering about my PC specs, they were the legendary 2GB RAM, Intel Core 2 Duo, and Intel G41 Express chipset. I didn't have Wi-Fi or a mobile phone of my own at that time. The tricky part was downloading big PC games using the limited mobile data on my parents' phone, which was just 1.5 GB per day. I would download games in parts, like 500 megabytes or 1 GB chunks, and it would take me weeks just to download a single PC game. While downloading the parts daily, I had to make sure there was enough data left for my parents to use, or else I was in trouble.
Sorry, Baba. Oh!
That's the best side.
Baba, I'm sorry.
Sorry? Penjat?
Baba, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry.
Even after downloading the entire game, it was never guaranteed to work without errors. If you're a low-end PC gamer, you probably know about the annoying DirectX errors. For months, I played the games I wanted, which took me weeks to download, but in the end, it was always worth it. I played the entire Call of Duty franchise up to Black Ops 2 and many other titles on that same low-end PC. I might offend some people here, but I didn't enjoy games like Assassin's Creed or GTA. They bored me. I loved story games, but I preferred fast-paced ones with no overly large open worlds or side quests, just the story. Months passed, and finally, Wi-Fi was installed at my home. Now I could download any game I wanted in just a single day. Just like everyone else, I wanted to play modern games with flashy graphics, steep system requirements, and sky-high prices. And most importantly, they weren't as good as the older games. As a low-end PC gamer, is it worth trying to play modern games?
Is over. Games are bigger than ever, longer than ever, more broken than ever, and worst of all, 18 less fun than ever. Has made my dick stop working. Number 1, Halo 77 and No Man's Sky and Madden NFL and Battlefield and Star
over a
Citizen.
decade ago, all together accounted for more playtime than every single game released in 2022 and 2023 combined.
AAA games hate you.
This is low-end gaming, and let's find out why older low-end PC games are way better than modern AAA titles. These are the minimum system requirements for one of the modern games of a popular franchise, and here's how much people liked it. On the other hand, these are the minimum system requirements for an older game, and here's how much people loved it. I'm taking Call of Duty as an example because it's a game franchise that 99.9% of gamers have played or at least heard about. If you haven't heard of it, well,
Get out of here. Get out of
let me explain. Modern games can offer the best graphics and cinematics, but they often lack the best story, experience, or fun. That doesn't mean all older games with lower system requirements have amazing stories or provide the best experiences, but as a low-end PC gamer trying to play a modern game, you have so much to lose. You'll lose money, time spent downloading a huge game, and you'll likely have your expectations crushed. Even if the game has great gameplay and a compelling story, you won't be able to enjoy it if it doesn't run on your PC. On the other hand, older PC games keep your expectations low but deliver surprisingly great gameplay, experiences, and stories. And even if the game turns out to be bad, you won't lose much. It'll be cheaper than a modern game and will at least run on your PC without any errors or headaches. Life was simpler back then. You downloaded a game, didn't care whether your GPU supported DirectX, didn't have to deal with daily updates, or even need the internet to play a single-player game. The game opened, you played it, enjoyed it, and had fun. Now, with modern games, you have to ask yourself so many questions. Do I have a GPU powerful enough? Do I have enough storage? Do I have an internet connection? But with older, low-end PC games, there's only one simple question. Do I have a PC that runs? If the answer is yes, then you're good to go. Playing modern games is stressful, which defeats the whole purpose of gaming. Gaming is meant to be fun, not stressful. Modern games have become all about graphics and visuals. The visuals are often next to real and absolutely mind-blowing, but when it comes to the actual gameplay, well, let's not even go there. As a low-end PC gamer, visuals are the last thing I care about when playing a game. I'm willing to sacrifice every visual setting to the extent possible just to make the game playable on my system. And honestly, I don't care if the game ends up looking terrible. If I can play the game I want to, I'm happy, and that's what truly matters in the end. Under many of my optimization and lag fix videos, people often comment things like, "Don't play the game if it looks like this," or "It's better to buy a new PC or console." To those who think like that, on behalf of all low-end PC gamers, let me say this: graphics and visuals are the last thing we care about. Yes, good graphics can enhance the experience, but what's the point of stunning visuals if the game itself isn't enjoyable? At that point, if you just want visuals, you might as well just watch a movie. Even when the game is good, modern titles are often more unoptimized than ever. It feels like the better the graphics, the more poorly optimized the game is. Just look at the graphics menu of an older game: simple, easy to change options that don't overwhelm you. Now, look at a modern game's graphics menu. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of options to tweak. Yet, even with all this so-called freedom, the game still runs poorly. Imagine owning a high-end PC, and your game still lags. That's worse than playing on low-end hardware with shitty graphics at 30 FPS. Even though most modern games fall short of expectations, some games are absolute masterpieces. I'm talking about titles that never disappoint. Games like Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Elden Ring, Hogwarts Legacy, Ghost of Tsushima, and the most recent gem, Black Myth: Wukong. These games, among others, have truly saved modern gaming. As a low-end PC gamer, I know how frustrating it is to be unable to play these games, even after tweaking config files or lowering every graphics setting. Sometimes, you simply need high-end specs to run and fully enjoy these titles. It's a sad reality. You can't run every game on a PC with 2 GB of RAM and no graphics card. There's nothing you can do but accept it. However, the games I mentioned are worth every penny and every second spent. For the first time ever, I bought a game, Black Myth: Wukong, and it was totally worth it. If you can afford to upgrade your system and spend money on games, do it. You'll have an amazing experience. But if you're not in a position to do so, don't stress yourself out. You can still be happy with what you have and enjoy games that run well on your PC. You just need to find the good ones. And don't worry, I've got plenty of lists made just for you. A low-end PC gamer playing Call of Duty Black Ops 1 might feel sad knowing they can't experience the latest title like Call of Duty Black Ops 6. But on the other hand, someone who can play Black Ops 6 might feel a different kind of sadness. They often wish they could forget the older classics like Black Ops 1 and relive the joy of experiencing them for the first time. Gaming isn't just about cutting-edge graphics, the latest hardware, or the newest titles. It's about the experience, the joy, and the memories we create along the way. As a low-end PC gamer, I've learned to appreciate what I have, embracing the simplicity and charm of older games that still hold their ground with great stories and gameplay. While modern AAA titles might amaze us with jaw-dropping visuals, they often come with barriers, expensive hardware, big downloads, and stressful system requirements. Older games remind us that gaming doesn't need to be complicated to be fun. They bring nostalgia, creativity, and pure enjoyment without the pressure of keeping up with trends. So, whether you're reliving a classic like Call of Duty 1 on a low-end PC or exploring the expansive worlds of Elden Ring on a high-end rig, the essence of gaming stays the same: having fun and creating memories. If you have the chance to upgrade and explore modern masterpieces, go for it. But if you can't, don't feel left out. Celebrate the games that work for you, dive into their stories, and create your own unforgettable moments. At the end of the day, gaming is about passion, not pixels. Play what makes you happy, enjoy the moment, and remember, the best gaming experience isn't about the hardware you have, it's about the joy you get from playing. So, enjoy the games that make you happy. Happy fucking New Year!
No more Batman. I've won. I'm not afraid, Crane. Impossible. Without fear, life is meaningless. No. scared. No.